Hello, everyone. It is a gorgeous day where I am. What is it like where you are? What's the temperature like? Is it cold? It's kind of sunny outside for me, but it's still a bit cool inside. So I'm still rugging up and not quite out of winter yet in Australia. If you're in another country, then you are in summer and you're probably hot and maybe going to the beach. So, what I thought we would chat about today, and for those of you who I don't know, my name's Michelle Crawford, and I do these daily live streams on all sorts of different topics that I think might be useful or helpful for you in terms of learning something new or reminding you about something you've already known or helping you to process something. So, today, what I wanted to talk about is choosing your emotions. Now, the reason I want to talk about choosing your emotions is because very regularly when I'm coaching people, those people don't believe that you can choose emotions. They believe that emotions are just something that happen to you that you have no control over, which is not true. That's untrue. And when I'm working with these people to try to help them to see that they have more control over their emotions than what they believe that they do, there's a whole process that that person has to go through in order to understand that. And one of the main parts of that process is to take personal responsibility. Because if we keep pretending that our emotions don't belong to us and that other people create those emotions. So, and I'll give you an example of that. When you hear people say something like, she made me angry, or she or he made me upset, what you're doing is you're giving your power away, you're giving your emotional power away to the other person, and you're giving them the right to decide how you're going to feel. And that makes no sense whatsoever, because we want to be in a position where we're empowered, where we are deciding how we feel in any given moment, regardless of our external circumstance. So our external circumstances are designed to trigger us. They're designed to trigger certain emotions in us. But it's our choice and it's our decision and it's our intent and it's our level of consciousness that either allows an emotion to come out or goes through a process of processing that emotion in other ways. Now, what I'm talking about here is really high level emotional mastery. I'm not talking about something that you can just develop overnight or something that you just wake up one day and realize that you have. This is a process that you go through as and when you're evolving as a human, that you begin to understand that you have much more autonomy about your emotions than what you first thought. And the reason that it's such an empowering conversation and such a powerful conversation is that when it comes to things like being happy, you then know that at any moment, anywhere, anytime, with anybody, you can actually make a decision to be happy and to feel happy. And that's a very, very powerful state to be in. It's a powerful, resourceful state to know that no matter where you are, no matter what the circumstances are that you're in. And the person that's always quoted in relation to this kind of thinking is Viktor Frankl. And he wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. And in Man's Search for Meaning, he was in a concentration camp, a Nazi concentration camp. And he knew that the only thing left that he had was his ability to choose how he felt. That's the only thing that he had left. They'd taken everything else away from him. They'd taken food, they'd taken water, they'd taken safety, they'd tortured him. They'd done all of these things, but they could not take away his ability to choose how he felt in a given situation. And he chose to feel hopeful. And in those circumstances, in the middle of the Nazi camp, he chose to believe that he would get out and that he would have a life afterwards. And that's an incredibly powerful way of managing your ability to choose your emotions. We have that ability, along with Viktor Frankl. At any point in time in our day or in our night, when we're around our loved ones, when we're feeling angry, when we're feeling anxious, when we're feeling upset, we have to remember that we have the power to choose. And if we remember that, then we can fully use the autonomy and the power that that is able to give us. When we learn to manage our emotional state at that level, we truly become masters of our emotions. And when we do that, we're much more able to have the kind of life that we want, be in the relationships that we want, and get the sort of outcomes that we want in our life. If you're interested in this kind of topic and other kind of topics like this, we are having a program coming up in about a week's time called Hopeful Humans. And in our Hopeful Humans program, we dive into all of these kind of conversations, all of these discussions, but we're really focused on your visioning and what you want for your future and you planning your future. You being able to create the kind of version of the future that you would like to experience. We have 5 different weeks that we go through, and we have 2 modules per week. So we cover 10 modules across the program. We'd love you to be part of it. It's super cost effective. Just click on the link down below that you can see in the live stream, and we would love to see you inside our Hopeful Humans program. Talk to you then. Bye.